Welcome back to another episode of Reasons Why EMS Will Always Have Job Security. If you don't know me, I'm AUI Med. I talk all things EMS, the good, the bad, and the hilarity. If you want to follow along, hit that plus button. Otherwise, I'll see you in the comments. So for our number 4 spot, we have Beach Gem 10. She's one of my favorite pediatricians. I think that she puts out a lot of really good information. And this time for my number 4 spot, she put out a PSA. And I think it's super important to share because I'm actually seeing it in the field where I'm at, which is like thousands of miles away from where she is at, and that is Mycoplasma pneumoniae, which is basically an atypical pneumonia that is presenting in pediatric patients. And it often starts as an upper respiratory that then spreads to lower respiratory and then settles in. There are a lot of different symptom sets that are presenting. Sometimes it's presenting as a typical pneumonia, which you have, extreme coughing, you have fever, you have general malaise, and then you have low oxygenation statuses. But with the Mycoplasma pneumoniae, it's actually also presenting as a GI bug, and so it can be on top of already this lower respiratory issue. You are now having a GI involvement, and that actually is going to be causing other things. So not only are we worried about sepsis, now we're worried about hypovolemia and a whole plethora of other issues. If you want to go check out her video to get a better breakdown of what she's seeing and how to better treat it, I highly suggest you go look at her. Always, if you don't follow her, you should follow her. And she has a lot of great information. So thank you, Beach Gem, for being my number 4. This is my obligatory trigger warning. Today, our number 3 spot goes to Bug Slayer with reasons I would actually just lose my mind. Because, whoa, I have been in a lot of hoarding situations. It is never pretty. It is never fun. A lot of the time, it ends up, we're having to work a patient on a floor that looks like this. The reason that we would need EMS in this situation is, generally speaking, the house often reflects the patient's health status also. So these patients oftentimes end up having multi-system medical issues, and or they also have, addiction problems, or they end up getting, traumas because they're walking around in things like this. And to complicate the situation more, of course, it's infected with bed bugs. That is so gross. And I'm sorry to those people that they didn't have the resources they need to get the help that they needed. But as a practitioner, I am not scared of sputum. I am not scared of a severed limb. I am not scared of someone screaming in my face that they're going to, unalive me. What I am scared of is a bed bug. I am so terrified of bed bugs. They are just so gross to me. And as a paramedic, I would probably pass away myself if I got a patient who was infested with bed bugs. Have I had patients with bed bugs before? Yes, I've been doing this for a decade. It happens a lot more than we want to talk about. Is this still like a terrifying situation for me? Yes, because it is absolutely gross. So you guys, if you have bed bugs, please get them treated. Please do not go over to other people's houses. And if you need to call 911, at least warn us ahead of time so I'm not going in there in my uniform and I can at least gown up to hopefully stop the spread of the bed bug issue. Where our number 2 spot is going to is actually to K Tapia, and that is for the Austin, Texas train derailment that literally almost hit their house. So that's terrifying. As a pre-hospital practitioner, this is absolutely something that I would respond to regardless of the fact that someone did or didn't get hurt. This is a major train derailment, and I couldn't imagine what would have happened if they would have hit an apartment complex. So or a hotel. I'm really unsure. It says room, so it could be a hotel, it could be apartment complex. I don't know. Either way, this could have been devastating. It wasn't nearly as devastating as it could have been, and for that I'm grateful. But yeah, we would absolutely need EMS on scene, and thanks, K Tapia, because you just made my number 2 spot. Chances are you've already seen my number 1 spot, but if you haven't, get ready because it's kind of wild. So for my number 1 spot, we have Lori Hall Allen with Should Have Been in Mario Kart. because she was driving down the road and a turtle went through her windshield. And it looks like the turtle's perfectly fine. The windshield, not as much. And Lori seems to be okay herself, which thank goodness, because that really could have ended up being a way worse situation depending on how fast she was going, the trajectory of the turtle. I guess that's why turtles have shells, because otherwise, oh man, that would have been a mess to clean up. And it still technically is, because to be fair, if you go and watch her video, there is glass everywhere, all over her dash. But as you can see, Lori and the turtle are fine. I can't believe this happened. Thank goodness Lori very clearly has somebody watching over her, because this could have ended up way worse. Would we still have shown up on scene? Absolutely. Would I have ended up with a couple of pictures? Probably. I don't know, guys. This was great. Have fun with this, and you should go like her video, because wow. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday, and as always, don't forget, stay safe, be smart. We'll talk soon.